What's up everybody, my name's Peter, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be taking you through 5 tips and tricks for your hair. So the first one is you're going to want to cut it all off because it's just a lot easier if you don't have any hair. So that's going to be number 1. Number 2 tip is actually, yeah, if you cut all your hair off, you don't really need the rest. So that's all. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe down below. Yeah.
Hi everyone. I bet I fooled you there with that intro, didn't I? Yeah.
It's actually not Peter.
Hey, it's me. You know, regular old me. Hi. It's currently very cold outside. Here in Genovia. Yeah, winter is coming. Winter is here and winter is coming. So I lied, sorry. What is it with me and lying in this video? I'm here in Ireland, living in Dublin. So let's do something. Okay, so a week ago I asked for some questions on Instagram. And I got some questions on Instagram, and I answered a bunch of them, and I saved a bunch to make a Q&A video, mostly about Irish dancing, because that's what all the questions are about. So I'm going to be answering your questions from Instagram. Follow me at Owen Luebbers on Instagram if you want to keep up with my life, keep tabs on me, see what's happening in my world. Let's just jump into it, okay? So the first question I have is from @IrishDancers_fanpage02, and they asked, are H&K classes hard? Yes, H&K classes are definitely hard. It's not that we have crazy long classes or do like a crazy amount of stamina work or anything like that, but they're hard because the caliber of dancing in the class is so high. Like everybody works really, really hard and pushes each other to work hard and to dance their best every time they step on the floor. So they're hard in the sense that like every time you get up to dance, you're giving 100% and nothing less. And that's how they're hard. You know, they're not hard in like, oh, we're doing like 90 fulls in class today. Sometimes we do that, you know, sometimes we'll do like a class where it's like crazy stamina work, very difficult, but I love that. I love being pushed by other people in the class. That's something that I love. Our next question comes from @Elena with 2 A's, Elena _Sal. She asked, how do you manage going to college and dancing? I struggle a lot with that. What are you studying? So, Elena, I'm living in Ireland, obviously, so I am actually taking all online courses this semester, so I'm still a full-time student. I'm taking 4 online courses, and then I'm doing a course over spring break that is like a full 3-credit class, a full semester's worth of classes. And yeah, so right now that's how I'm dealing with it. You know, I'm taking online classes so I can be in Ireland for 6 weeks. And when I'm at home, it's easier because I can kind of just, you know, go to college and then practice dancing on my own. It's not really like a big issue, you know, it's pretty easy to manage. And then I usually just find some like spare weekends when I can fly over to Ireland for classes. Okay, @Madison Shadlock asks, what else do you do as a part of your training other than dancing? Gym, yoga, etc., etc. I've been running like all my life since I was in grade school, and I think I started running as a form of cross training. So I still run. I haven't been running recently because it's really freaking cold outside. But when I'm home, I like to go to the gym and run on the treadmill, and I do a lot of like core work and like ab work as well as like upper body stuff. I never do legs at the gym, fun fact, because I feel like I don't need to because I'm an Irish dancer, so why would I need to do legs at the gym? There's no point. Yeah. So there's my answer. I do cross training. I've never done yoga before, fun fact. At Cloda.ob asks, is there ever a rivalry between you and Ian? X. Between any siblings, I feel like there's gonna be some, like, rivalry. But it's nothing, like, intense, you know? I think we push each other to be the best people that we can be and the best dancers that we can be, you know? And I feel like that's what family is for, is to push you and to help you and, like, carry you along the way. Yeah, I mean, so there's rivalry, but it's good spirited rivalry. That's all I have to say about that. Next question comes from @Irish_KitKat. Any advice for a world recaller who aspires to become a world medal holder? Okay, so if you're recalling at Worlds, you're doing something right. That's already impressive as it is. I would say to medal of the world would be a huge accomplishment. And I think a way you can do that is to just listen to your teachers. Like listen to what the feedback they're giving you and take it to heart and really practice. That sounds really stupid. You gotta just practice. You gotta just practice. I would say put in work on your own outside of class and keep a notebook of all the comments that your teachers are giving you. And when you go home, try to work on, like, what you wrote down in your notebook. At Mia Rose Purritt, Mia Rose Purritt asks, my little brother is going to Worlds for the first time. Any tips? I remember my first Worlds was in Philadelphia in, like, 2009. And I feel like I was sort of too young to really, like, understand that it was a big deal. But I used to get really, really nervous before competitions. Like, I would have the worst anxiety. I wouldn't be able to sleep before competitions. And as I got older, that kind of subsided. But Mia Rose Purritt, your brother's going to Worlds for the first time, right? I would say the most important thing when you're young is to have fun when you're dancing. Yeah, it's really important to have fun at competitions when you're young. And I know I had fun at competitions when I was that age. It's kind of a time before, like, pressure is even really a thing, I feel like. So just have fun and do your best and, yeah, have fun. Just, like, have fun, you know? Just have fun. At Ashling_Horgan asks, how many hours do you practice a day and how many days a week do you dance? X. Okay, so currently I'm going to class. We have classes 3 times a week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and then I usually have privates on Tuesdays and Fridays. So I'm dancing every day. Classes are like 2 to 2.5 hours long, and then privates are like 1.5 hours to 2.5 hours. So how many hours is that? Let me do the math. Give me a sec. Hold on. I gotta think. 2.5. 12.5 hours a week? Does that seem right? Anywhere from like 10 to 15 hours a week. Yeah. At JuliaRuse.x asks, tips for pulling up at knees. I think watching yourself in the mirror, like not when you're doing like a full or anything, but maybe when you're just doing steps, watch yourself in the mirror and try to cross the tops of your legs, because even if you're not pulled up, if you cross the tops of your legs while you're dancing, it's kind of like an illusion of being pulled up, even when you're not. Obviously, if you're like sitting really far at your knees, like you'll be able to tell, you know what I mean? So when you're doing steps in class, I would say watch yourself in the mirror and try to make sure that your knees are crossed at the tops. Your legs are crossed at the tops. At P_Representativa asks, have you ever had a dancing girlfriend? Well, no. When I was like 12, maybe, I had like a girl that like we liked each other, you know, like we liked each other, you know, like we had a thing. But like I was 12, so I don't think that really counts. At Orla Lynch asks, is it or has it ever been hard to be a male dancer and deal with stereotypes? My short answer is yes. Yeah, it's been difficult over the years. My long answer is yes, it's been difficult over the years. Especially when I was in high school. Basically, I was homeschooled like all my life up until high school. And I went into high school just, you know, being myself. And for me, that Irish dancing is a huge part of who I am as a person and a part of my life and a part of my personality. And so I brought that in with me going into high school, and I definitely got some shit for it. I'm not gonna lie. So basically, in high school, there were kids, like the jock types, especially freshman year, who would make fun of me because I was very open about the fact that I was a dancer, and there are stereotypes that come with that, like being called, a girl, literally, or being called gay, like. Hello, everyone. Past me is pretty stupid and totally forgot to answer the question that he was answering. So, future me, aka now me, current me, is going to answer the question for him, and just do a brother a solid, you know what I mean? So, basically, in high school, I got made fun of a lot for being a dancer, and, it didn't stop me, there's this stereotype with male dancers in general of all kinds, not just Irish dancing, that like if you're a dancer, you're very feminine and in touch with your feminine side, and like you're probably gay, and you're probably like, I don't know, you're probably more girly than other guys, like non-dancer guys. But I never really and there were people in high school that like got on my case for it and made fun of me for it, but I never really let that affect my like relationship with Irish dancing, and I never really let that get to me, because my love of Irish dancing is so much greater than anything that anybody could ever say to me, that it never really affected me that much, except for one time in high school, but that's whatever, like not a big deal. We're over it. The answer is yes, it's been tough, but we're surviving and we're thriving. So, at Harp Irish Dance Company asks, do you choreograph any of your steps? So, yes. At Holly and Kavanagh, the choreography process is really interesting. It's very much a collaborative, creative work environment when it comes to making up material. Like when I first transferred over the summer in June, I got a bunch of steps, like the first class I was there because I needed material to work on, and they were other people's steps. But as I went to more classes and my teachers learned more about me as a dancer, we crafted the steps to kind of show off my individual skills, and the things that I'm good at and the moves that I'm good at. Like my set, we started totally from scratch, and that has like really evolved over time. The more I'm in class, the more it evolves. And I'm constantly like making up material, just working on new rhythms and new moves and stuff. And a lot of them end up in my steps and in my set, depending on whether or not they fit the aesthetic of the overall choreography. So it's really interesting. I love the creative process of Irish dancing. It's so rewarding. The Holly and Kavanagh School is so conductive to the creative process, and my teachers are so amazing, and I'm so thankful that they're so supportive of, discovery and learning more about Irish dancing and incorporating my skills into my steps and everything. So yeah, it's really great. So my teachers and I collaborate in the choreography process. At Maria Sue asks, what is your favorite dance memory? My favorite dance memory definitely has to be when I won the Worlds in 2017. That winning the Worlds had been literally my goal since I could talk. Like, since I started Irish dancing, my goal was to win the Worlds. And, after having danced for 13 years, it really paid off in that moment, standing on top of the podium, holding that globe up. And there's nothing that can match that feeling. Like, it's singular, and it probably one of the happiest moments of my entire life. And yeah, that whole day, like the whole day, the day of the competition, and afterwards celebrating with my friends, and everything that was involved in that win was incredible, and it's definitely something that I'll remember for the rest of my life. At Katrina Mackle 78 asks, is it too late to start dancing at 12 years old? Definitely not. I don't think it's really ever too late to start dancing. As long as you're passionate about Irish dancing and you're willing to put the work in, I think you can start at any age and you can achieve your goals. Guys, this video is just not working out for me. My camera just almost died, but she didn't. We saved her. It's fine. So I have a couple more questions to answer, and then we're just gonna call it a day because I don't want to keep dealing with this. It's super annoying. Bailey Elise says, I see you at feshes sometimes, and I get too shy to say hi. Sideways face. But tips on confidence? Okay, here's my tip on confidence. I've said this like 3 times now, but you guys haven't heard it. So it's really important to learn to love every aspect of who you are as a person. And I think once you love, you know, all your weird quirks and your insecurities and your flaws, once you learn to love all of you, then it's really easy to be confident because you don't really care about what other people think. It's really important to stop caring what other people think to be confident. Because, like, if you're constantly looking for other people's approval, you're never going to be true to yourself, you know? So just learn to love yourself. That's all I can say. CaraTrainer_X asks, do you stay with your brother and sister when you were over in Ireland? When I was here in the fall, I did stay with them. But now that I'm here for like an extended period of time, I'm renting a room in a house. I'm renting this room. This is my Mikasa. And yeah, she's great. We love her. Very cozy. It's freezing in Dublin, but it's also freezing in my room. I don't think the heat is on right now, and that's kind of an issue. But we're loving it. At _MEXO2 asks, advice to someone coming back from a major injury. So I've had a bunch of major injuries like over the course of my dancing career, and what I've learned is that when you first come back into the class, so I had a concussion that took me out of dancing for 9 months, and I came back with a new school in a new country. It was kind of crazy, and I was a little bit discouraged because I came back and obviously I wasn't quite as good as I was, you know, before the injury. And that was kind of disheartening because you come back and you're like, wow, I'm ready to dance again. And then you like, your body doesn't work the same as it used to. But my teachers were really patient with me and worked with me, and they saw that I had the potential to be an even better dancer than I was before the injury. And I think it's really important to remember that the way you dance when you come back from an injury isn't characteristic of how you are as a dancer. You know, it doesn't show how good you actually are. And I think it's important to remember that your teachers will be patient with you if you're struggling, to remember that. And also, like, your stamina isn't going to be good, so don't worry about that. Like, you'll get back to the place you were before. Promise, XO kisses, love you. All right, girlies and boyos, I think it's time to be done here because this video just isn't working out for me. But make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on my social media pages, links in the description down below. And yeah, go watch my other videos. I posted some vlogs in the fall. It's been a while since I've been on this YouTube page. But hey, I'm here now, so that's all that matters, isn't it? I love you all so very much. Thank you for watching and supporting and subscribing and loving me because I love you. I feel like I'm talking like a weirdo, but that's whatever. Okay, bye. Kisses. Tell me why I'm waiting for someone that couldn't give